Hi, we meet again on our beloved channel, The Rumors Games. Today we will discuss 7 games from Korea. Before we start, let's do an intro first. Project TH is an action-adventure. Video game developed and published by EVR Studio. About Project TH is an action-adventure game that is currently under development by EVR Studio. Based on the webtoon Mudong intellectual property, Project TH is set in the unified nation of Korea in the future.
만약에 말이야. 만약에 누군가 당신을 죽이고 내가 복수한다고 하면
Project M, an interactive movie game currently in development for console. Specific platforms and a release date were not announced.
나 죽어야 하는 거야?
아니, 만약에 말이야.
In Project M, the story will change based on the player's decisions.
그럼 내가 복수해줄까?
It features lifelike graphics, cinematic production, detailed character expressions and movements, and more expressed via Soft's high-end technical capabilities. The debut trailer for Project M showcases a scene which depicts a girlfriend's death in a man's revenge. Running in Unreal Engine 5, Soft's 3D scan, motion capture, visual effects, and other in-house technical. Capabilities are used to express the characters.
아니, 만약에 말이야. 그럼 내가 복수해줄까?
아니.
아니야?
하지 마. 난 이미 죽었다며. 그럼 차라리 우리 딸을 위해 더 열심히 살아줘. 위험한 데는 근처도 가지 말고. 그래줄 수 있지?
Expressions and movements in detail, resulting in lifelike high-quality graphics and production.
만약에 말이야.
Crimson Desert. Everything we know so far about the upcoming game. From the minds behind the Mississippi popular MMORPG Black Desert Online, Crimson Desert was initially delayed back in 2020 what we've seen from gameplay footage and teaser so far, the extra time spent on Crimson Desert was well worth it. There's dynamic combat, massive boss fights, and stunning scenes for us to explore as we journey around the medieval continent of Hyrule with all the recent news and updates. Shared by the game's developer, there's a lot to unpack. But the good news is that you've come to the right place for all the details. From the Crimson Desert release date, trailer, platforms, and more. Here's everything we know so far about the upcoming adventure game.
The two wolves who defeated the beast will tear into the
Publisher Nexon and developer
aged
Meeple have
lion.
released the opening cinematic for action. RPG The First Berseker, Khazan. Here is an overview of the game. Via Nexon, Khazan and Osman, the heroes who saved Pelos, Empire from the Berserk Dragon, Ismar and the Dragon Legion.
Countless
But General
sacrifices.
Khazan, falsely accused of treason, becomes a wretched
And the
outcast,
result
as he is
of my
condemned to exile
devotion
beyond the Empire through brutal torture.
Was betrayal.
The First Berserker, Khazan is a hardcore action role-playing game. Dungeon and fighters frenzy.
You will
Hack-and-slash style mixed with hardcore action.
Emperor.
Khazan's devastating battle
You
awaits you.
will pay for this.
The First Berserker, Khazan is an
Join me,
RPG
Blade Phantom.
with various equipment
Then
and
I will
perks to
help
customize
you.
your own way of growth. You play as the protagonist Khazan, not only upgrading
Our
character
alliance
abilities,
has been
but combining
formed.
different types of weapon and armor, ability to match your play style. WeMade just dropped a new trailer for its upcoming game, Legend of Ymir. This MMORPG will be powered by Epic's latest engine, Unreal Engine 5. This new trailer is all about showing off how the game looks and how the fighting works. So, check it out to get a sneak peek at its graphics and its gameplay/combat mechanics. Legend of Ymir is a Northern European reinterpretation of the worldview of the previous Mir series. This new MMORPG will recreate Mir's story in a fantasy setting. The game will also feature PvP battles in the form of siege battles. That's because WeMade was planning to implement NFTs. I don't know whether this is the case anymore. After all, the NFT bubble has burst. Still, this is something to keep in mind. WeMade plans to release this new MMORPG in 2024. However, there isn't any exact date on when it will come out, or whether it will be exclusive to the Epic Games Store. Do you like this video? Please like and subscribe this channel, because your like and subscribe are very valuable for this channel. Thanks.
Without fail, the final moment comes when you least expect it, in ways that are not foreseen. When nothing is right, when all is
Chrono
lost,
Odyssey 5.
the most
Reasons it's
vulnerable
the next gen
are stripped
MMORPG.
of all they
We can't
possess.
afford to Mississippi. There's no denying that Chrono Odyssey has piqued the
Perhaps
interest
just
of
a
many
misfortune
MMORPG gamers
and a
who are waiting
belief
for it.
that life will always deliver a fair
Developer
trial.
Chrono Studio, a subsidiary of Pixel and publisher Kakao, Games have leveraged Unreal Engine 5 to create a game that is certainly stunning to behold, but there's more than just gorgeous visuals to get players hyped for Chrono Odyssey. Here are 5 features that you should look forward to in the update. Open world action, an MMORPG, engaging action combat. In most MMORPGs, combat is a major focus and essentially drives almost every game. In Chrono Odyssey, it's clear that the developers are taking their time to make combat unique and meaningful. Last year, the team dropped a gameplay video that showed off numerous combat scenarios, outlining their action combat moves. The depiction of a stereotypical warrior facing off against a giant great sword-wielding monster emphasized the necessity to dodge attacks while striking carefully. The combat felt somewhat reminiscent of games like Elden Ring, where players will be tasked with learning a specific move set of an enemy in order to counter it. We also saw the necessity to block and counter certain attacks later, with multiple classes taking on specific roles to take down some of the gruesome creatures they encountered. Ranged characters were firing off arrows, mages were throwing spells, and melee characters were swiftly striking and blocking devastating attacks. Weapon swapping will also play a big part in how you'll dispatch your enemies, so choosing a class with weapons that complement your playstyle will be a must. It's clear that Chrono Oddyssey caters to a more Twitch-focused crowd, which will delight players looking for a very active combat system. The team has begun testing combat, so it's only a matter of time before we start to see much more of what it's doing. Classes provide, customization will reportedly be a big part of Chrono Oddyssey. While it's highly likely that Ymir wouldn't have gone through the trouble of creating some of the most enriching creatures just to skimp on their character creator. It also looks like we're going to be blessed with numerous classes and potential archetypes to choose from. The Relic, First Guardian receives gameplay trailer. Perp Games and Project Cloud Games released a gameplay trailer for Action RPG The Relic, First Guardian. The 2-minute video shows a selection of enemies and bosses, as well as some of the capabilities of the dagger, battle staff, and longsword weapon types. The Relic, First Guardian, is set in the apocalyptic world of Berseker, which draws from communities formerly prosperous. The destruction of a great relic sun. Arsiltis swallowed by the void and turned into a land of death. Players are tasked with finding the pieces of relic to close the void. Players can choose between different weapon types, with character growth based entirely on equipped moves, items, and more. The game is being developed for PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and is planned to release in 2025. This is the end of the discussion of 7 games from Korea. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.